13 worshippers had been killed and 16 injured at the start of an Easter service when the church collapsed.
Okay.
Just... I don't know.
He is risen.
Exactly. He is faulty foundations. Just people died during a church service praising Jesus.
Yeah.
What I mean, I do believe in signs, not paranormal signs, but signs in the same reason I believe in ghosts. Right? They're not, they're not extraterrestrial. They're not outside of yourself. Like if I saw a ghost, you wouldn't see it. Is my claim. And all it is just your in my experience, just your subconscious envisioning something. And it's your subconscious trying to communicate with you something. So, for example, I saw an image of my uncle at his funeral, which he shouldn't have been at.
Get out.
But it was part of my grieving process. It was just as I was there in the funeral, kind of looked to the side, I can see in my mind's eye the image of somebody. Right. I don't believe that it's... it's not really there. It's my subconscious working through what's going on. It's like, I would like to see my uncle now.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's the same with signs. Like, if you... This way, I always flip a coin if I have to choose between two things. Yeah. But I don't always rely on the coin's result. I rely on my reaction to the coin's result. Should I go left or right? Flip the coin. Coin says left. That doesn't feel right. Okay, I'll go right.
Right. Okay.
It's just...
It's meaningless.
No. But my reaction to the result is the interpretation. Where it's like, yep, good. It's like, okay, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. It's what my subconscious wanted me to do, so let's go and do it. I mean, if you believe in an almighty God that you're trying to believe in and he crushes you with rocks while you sleep, which I don't understand.
They were asleep?
Yeah. It wasn't a very good service.
A monastery?
No. It was. I think it was during a storm. So I think they were refuging in the storm, in the church during the storm. Yeah. Like the Ark or something like that. I know nothing about religion and I don't care. Yeah. But every time I talk about it, it's always really negative. Generally don't care, but there's something funny to me in believing, in belief. In anything. Because I question everything in my brain. Yeah. Not because I'm clever. Just because it's just, I grew up with people telling me absolute all the time. And I just learnt not to trust that. Yeah. And so you just go, but there's a 50% chance you're completely wrong. And most people cannot deal with that. If there's any element that they could be wrong, it's like, no, gravity exists. I go, okay, that's what you believe, right? Yeah. Okay, then. You believe that. It doesn't mean it's real. Yeah. It might not be real. It might be wrong. No. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Who cares? If you believe that nothing's entirely absolute in the real world, like stuff like science and maths. And when I talk about that, I mean like the hypothetical thought process of it. A triangle will absolutely always have three sides, no matter what. Yeah, because it's a hypothetical, parameter constructed idea. Yeah, it by definition is what it is.
It's the rule that we've made.
Yeah, so you can understand that there's an absolutism to that. Yeah. But not like what colour's the sky. You're like, well, it's opinion, really. Yeah,
at the minute, it's blue.
Mate, what kind of blue? Whatever. Yeah. It's all nonsense. It's just people think, like, land on stuff like, this is how it is. Yeah. And then you go like, you should feed your dog every day. You go, I believe that. But there's some people who might not feed their dog every day. They might do it every other day. They might do it twice a day. They might do whatever. And you go, yeah, it's what I believe you should feed your dog every day or twice a day. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a better way to do things. And people just go like, no, you can't. So I've raised a lot of absolute stuff that turned out to be nonsense. So I'm just like very questionable when it comes to everything. So the absolute belief in stuff I'm always finding really interesting. But it's such a touchy as in, I come across quite loud and confident about whatever I'm talking about. Yeah. Even though I'm just like, I don't know anything. But why are you the way you are?
I think a lot of people are so confident in the way they feel because they surround themselves within a community that doesn't question them.
Well, take Stephen Fry. Yeah. Last week we mentioned that a friend of ours. I remembered what it was now, where it was, and everything. It was a memory that I didn't have at hand. Yeah. But yeah, there was a friend who of ours who found out that I didn't like Stephen Fry, at least at the time, and he was baffled by it. He's like, "What? Yeah, how?" And that's the same thing of just like in his world, Stephen Fry is brilliant. And the people he probably talks to, they're all like, Stephen Fry's brilliant. And I was like, I just don't like him. It's fine. At least at the time. This is not my, it's not my go-to thing.
Why does it matter to you?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's just that makes them question something that they're not used to questioning.
Yeah.
The same with like music and dating, as we talked before. Just as you get older, who you were when you were 13 is different to when you're 18, 21, 27, 30.
Yeah.
So it's just like you should always be in a state of constantly trying to question new things and old things and the like. So yeah, when it comes to religion, I just get fascinated because I'm just interested in, I don't care about the religion itself, just people's relationship with their own belief. I was like, so what do you think? Not what's the answer. Just like, why are you this way? What's the benefits? What's the negatives?
Yeah.
How's this? How's that? I mean, I've prayed before, but never to a god. Or never for the purposes of prayer. Well, not for the purposes of communicating or trying to do anything. So I can understand people who pray because I can understand releasing that inner monologue to come out, and then you finally anthropomorphize. You might do. That's when you turn it into an animal, isn't it? No, it's when you turn an animal or a thing into someone.
Yes.
So, was that the Philosopher's Stone?
I've never seen Harry Potter.
No, it's a thing. The Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Turned lead into gold, and he went mental.
I don't know. Who did?
The guy trying to create it or something.
I've no idea.
Yeah, it's like an old fable of like someone was trying to make it's a very scientific podcast. He was trying to create something that would turn shit into gold, basically.
Yeah.
And like either he succeeded and it turned him insane, like the Midas's touch or whatever.
Right.
Or the constant search for it made him go insane or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, 13 dead, one 11-year-old. So much nosedive.
Yeah.
It also thought that some people were sleeping at the church when the wall caved in. They were sleeping in the structure when there was heavy wind and rain, and that's when the building collapsed.
Imagine being so indifferent to your own guests that you'd destroy your own house to get rid of them.
It's just so interesting. And yeah, it's not a criticism at all or a judgment, because you shouldn't judge unless you're judging me.
Yeah.
Which is apparently impossible to... Which is, I think someone pointed out, that's a judgmental statement.
Yeah.
Anyway, in other news... In other news, a Canadian family drove home from Florida with their father's dead body in their car.
Why?
To avoid the US Health Service. They get free health cover in Canada.
Health cover
for the dead
guy.
Make him better, eh?
Maybe they can fix him. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're dead in America, it's more difficult than if you're dead in Canada.
You still have to deal with the body. Like someone's got to get paid for that.
Transport it. It's got to be transported probably in like a health certified.
Someone's died, and you're looking at the list of bills as though like you're doing up your house and be like, well, we could do that bit.
We're out of traveller's check. I really want to go to a Wendy's first.
Yeah.
But yeah, just put him in the back seat.
Yeah. We can embalm him. We've got moisturiser.
Just drive him with your dead dad. Tell me if you want us to change the channel.
Yeah. Weekend at Dad's.
Roll down the window, please. Dad's beginning to decompose.
Like you've only got a certain window to get him over the border before he's permanently in a seated position.
Yeah, well,
he's like lying down in the
2
back.
days he was in the car.
Yeah,
that seems like a long time to go from Florida, which is quite a warm place for the dead, into Quebec. And they just drove there with the dead body in the seat. He died of a heart attack during a holiday. Border control agents called an ambulance after stopping the family at the crossing, but paramedics said he'd been dead for at least 2 days. What the fuck do you want me to do? Clear. No. He's dead. Clearly dead. Do you have anything to declare? He was a good dad. What? Trying to smuggle your dead relatives back into your country again. Yeah, they said that the high cost of American healthcare prompted them to head home to Ormstown, a town 9 miles north of the border. So it was only like 9 miles away.
Yeah.
So But why did they wait 2 days?
The thing is,
well, we're in Florida. We've got to go to Disneyland.
I just don't think you've got a choice. Like I had a relative that died overseas, and it was just like, it's not convenient, but you've just got to deal with it.
Yeah, it's just you have to deal with a lot of other things around that as well.
Yeah. So
transport, whatever. Yeah, I guess you could argue it's one less thing to deal with, but yeah, I don't know. Just I'd find that pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
To be driving around with a dead family member in your car, trying to pass him off as just asleep.
Yeah.
But I think it would be better and healthier if that wasn't traumatic for you.
Yeah.
So maybe they're doing the right thing.
Something to be fucking do.